All right, good day, everyone. It's Mad Mystic. It's the 21st of July, 2022, 2:30 p.m. on this Thursday. It's balmy afternoon. 70, it's only 78 here. 70 degrees Fahrenheit, humid, 100% humidity. It's been raining here every day. So I know some places like Texas and out west, Cali, Nevada, there's no water, but here in Atlanta, Georgia, we're getting dumped on every day. So why I came on here is just a chit chat about the events going on worldwide, guys. How's it going, Daisy? Daisy and Voynich in the house. All right, guys, this is Sloppy Joe's new I don't know what's going on here, like always. I guess they're just ready to roll in Obama. So check it out. I thought I'd show you guys some of the headlines of the day.
Yeah, good morning, YouTube. It is 11:27 a.m. in this beautiful mountain time. And so the man who bragged about getting rid of Karachi when he came into office, and I mean COVID, um, is now suffering the symptoms of it. He has Karachi. He is self-isolating at the White House. I'm sure he's got every aide around him saying, please resign, please resign, please resign, please resign. And this will be the time that he will probably choose to step down from office. That will put Camel Toe in charge, and she has absolutely no idea what she is doing. She is so far over her head just as the vice president. Could you imagine her being president? She's going to have to pick a vice president or have one step into place that will tell her what to do. Then we have Miss Lubestop 19 or Miss Lubrack 1955, Nancy Pelosi, which will tell Kamala exactly what to do. And that is going to be bad, bad, bad. These are really bad times. I don't know what's worse, having Joe in or having Joe out.
1984.
1984 is right. Nancy Pelosi will definitely rule with an iron fist. She will tell Kamala everything she needs to know. Believe me. I can see this happening pretty quick. I can see this happening next week. That's my prediction. Let's hope not, because Nancy is a complete buffoon. I'm Blog Roots with my super extra beautiful smoking hot co-host.
Yeah, he's a buffoon. She's a buffoon. Is right. There's Kitty.
Talk to y'all later. I am out of here.
Miss Lube, I cannot believe this photograph. I was like, wow. I've really never seen what old Pelosi looked like in her youthful days. Wow. Miss Lubrack. Wow. We are in so much trouble, folks. We are in danger. Oh, Miss Lubrack. If you thought it couldn't get any worse, just wait. Just wait. I'm sorry. Oh,
Do you take face-to-face payments?
okay. Let's get rid of this commercial.
Payments in
The first frost, you know what was happening. You had to put on your windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. And why can't, for the longest time, Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation.
The White House has retracted a statement made by President Joe Biden during a speech in the US state of Massachusetts. The president was discussing the effects of oil refinery emissions when he indicated he had cancer. The White House then clarified that the president had non-melanoma skin cancer before taking office last year.
Well, look, of course, the sentence really made very little sense. And, the fact he said he had cancer very clearly, too, I think it's just part of a general decline of his cognitive ability. I mean, that's not the only example that, in the 14, 15 months I've been following his remarks closely, it's getting worse and worse, I tell you. And if it continues at this rate, I mean, by the beginning of 2024, he won't make any sense at all.
I'm just wondering when he started making sense. When did Sloppy Joe start making sense, dude? Never. All right, we already know that. All right, it's not even funny anymore. It's hard. It's not even really that laughable. I know, because this is not laughable. What I'm about to show you, their little gun grab 2 days ago. This is why I tell you guys, you do not have to answer your door. I've told my children since day one, and strangers, this is a stranger thing.
Good afternoon.
You don't have to answer your door for no one. If they really want to come in, they'll come in. So when they come in, then you figure it out. Okay, so don't answer your door, folks. Don't answer questions that you don't have to answer. Know your rights. That's why I'm showing you this video. I want you to know your rights. Because these clowns are coming for us, as you know.
And again, guys, rarely, if ever, do I make 4 videos in a day, but it's Thursday, and we all know the new Friday is Thursday. I just got an email 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago from Rhett. Okay. And as he put it, this is scary. I read what he wrote. I went and looked at this. Damn straight, this is scary. I want you to watch this.
We'll wait. You feel more comfortable?
I'm okay. I didn't expect.
Oh no! But listen, it just came up. I'm telling you, that's why we came here. Look, there's an email from the federal side saying, "Hey, can you make sure this guy's got his gun?" Now, if you recently just purchased a whole bunch of guns, if we can look at them and just scratch them off, and that way, because I know we don't see this list again.
Yeah, we can just write which ones you just bought, and so we save a trip from coming back. We can just confirm that you have them. All right. Okay. Yeah. I'll go get them.
Okay.
Okay.
We will wait out here.
Okay.
We will stay out here.
Okay.
You can lock yourself in there.
My little boy in there and my wife.
Yeah, oh no. Listen, I understand. We'll stay out here. No big deal. That's fine. All right. We'll stay out here.
All right.
Yeah, I'm playing. Don't put it in.
This was posted 2 days ago on YouTube. There's also a article out here on this that I'm going to link below that you can read that goes into, it has a transcript of the conversation between the state cop, ATF, and the gentleman. Now,
the Earth revolves around the sun, a pretty well-known fact these days.
I'm going to qualify this right from the beginning. I am not a lawyer, period. Okay. However, there are certain things that you should know. First off, in this situation, the reason the guy knew they were there, his Ring doorbell supposedly alerted him that there were people at his front door. Okay. You are under no obligation ever to answer your door. None. Okay. The first mistake this guy made was he answered the door. If you don't answer the door, unless they have a no-knock warrant, which means they can bust your door in, they can ring the doorbell all afternoon and they get to leave. They can't do anything else. Okay? I want you to know that one first off. Even if it's police force, unless you've called the police, you are even if you did call the police, but unless you've called the police, you don't know why they're there, you're under no obligation to answer the door. Okay. Second off, Just because they have an email from somebody, big deal. You have an email from me saying this guy bought guns, go check it out. Okay. That's nothing. Unless he has a warrant in hand to say, go knock on the door and see if the guy's got any sort of weaponry, they have no legal right to look at anything. Okay. Now, if you voluntarily answer the door and voluntarily show the officers what you have, it's a total different animal. Okay. You volunteered this information. Now, the fact that he was coerced, okay, well, that way we don't have to come back, as the cop said. 3 cops showing up in tactical vests, making it very obvious that who they are, where all the neighbors can see in the middle of the day. Okay. Now it gets people starting to talk, starting to worry. Why is ATF showing up at my neighbor's house? Okay. So you have a lot of coercion there. Now, the funny part with this video, and if you read the transcript in here, is they're asking him about multiple guns and straw purchases. Okay, now if you don't know what a straw purchase is, that's when you go out and buy a gun for somebody else and give it to them. Okay, it's a federal offense. That is illegal. Supposedly, according to the transcript, the gentleman who owned the house went and retrieved 1 rifle. The cops looked at the rifle and said, that's enough. Supposedly checked the serial number. And when the homeowner asked if he needed to go retrieve the rest of them, the agents said it wasn't necessary anymore. Now, if their reason for doing this was because he's bought multiple guns and they're worried about straw purchases, why were they satisfied when he showed them 1? Smell a rat here? Okay. This happened in Delaware. The Delaware cops are not, or the Delaware ATF, let's put it this way, is not exactly what you'd call following the law all too well. They've already been busted once, apparently, according to this article, for not destroying firearms purchases records like they are required to by law. So you get into how many violations there are here. Now, like I said, the biggest issue is the guy shouldn't have answered the door. And even if he did answer the door, let the cop say what he wants very politely. And his answer should be, do you have a warrant? And when they said no, his answer should have been, have a nice day. That's it. Okay. They already have the records. You have to fill out your forms anytime you buy a firearm. They know what you have. The BS lie of saying, we want to make sure it's not a straw purchase. Well, I'm sorry. You should have figured that one out at the beginning when you did the background check on me. Okay. Do you have any probable cause to come here? Did somebody say they bought a weapon from me? No. Okay. There's no way these cops, and mind you, where you get very interesting is you have federal officers and state officers at the same scene. Okay. That's, again, I'm not a lawyer, but that's interesting. I'm going to leave it there. Okay. There's no way in the world they could have got a warrant. They had no probable cause. Joe Biden saying he's worried about it is not probable cause. But this is where your rights are headed, guys, and you need to know your rights. Now, every state law is different, and this is what I'm saying. I'm not an attorney. I'm not even hinting at giving you legal advice here, okay? I do know for a fact that you are not obligated to open your door, and I do know for a fact that if they don't have a warrant, they can't come in, okay? Simple as that. Anything else, if this ever happens to you, my suggestion would be, hold on 1 second, sir. Before I do anything, I'm going to call my attorney and I'm going to call the police and have them come out here, the local cops. Okay. Because somebody's going to know real quick that what they are doing is not illegal. They're asking you to comply. And if you voluntarily comply, that's on you. But the intimidation factor here is powerful. You need to know your rights. They're going to do everything they can, this administration, to embarrass you, to shame you, to whatever, to make your life miserable. The easiest thing you can do is ignore them. Pinball out.
What the hell is that?
Door.
I like his last line. The best thing that we can do is ignore them. Yeah, just ignore them. Just ignore them. Like, I like that last before that last line too. Call the local police on those clowns. Call your local police on the clowns. Get them out there. File a report if they try to pull that shit. Call some lawyer. Make them as uncomfortable as they're making you feel, if it comes down to that point. The best thing is never answer your door. And then sometimes they just catch us off guard. So that's what happens. So, act accordingly within reason. Okay. I have to go let Crazy Daisy out because she's whining. I was watching this video on the whole CERN last night from what the fuck files, or what WTF files, sorry. WTF files. And this video was so like, wow, I can't believe this is why we have like interdimensionals and these dark forces all around. It's because of CERN. And we were talking about this last night, but I came across this video last night. And it's 40 minutes long, so I'm not going to play it. Probably because you guys really just need to go watch it yourself. But it is really eye-opening. I might play it at some point, but I'm still not feeling well, guys. I don't know what it is, but feel about the same as I did yesterday. So I've been sleeping a lot. Or I haven't been sleeping a lot, but I've been sleeping a little more. Sleeping in when I do sleep. I'm sleeping in to the afternoon, and I still feel tired. So I'm still feeling congested, weak. I don't know. So it is what it is. Maybe it'll be gone for my birthday tomorrow. Who knows? Anyways, I threw that chat link down, but I guess I can play this number game of Gematria. I was watching before I came on here earlier. I was watching what is it? It's a Trump, Ivanka Trump's. Was it Ivana or Ivanka? Ivana Trump's funeral, and there's just something really strange about that funeral. I don't know if anybody watched it, but it didn't look very orchestrated. It didn't look really well organized. Hardly anyone was there. And I didn't see a single tear shed. So I'm not sure what's going on with that whole death there. I'm not sure. There's something very strange going on with her death. I don't feel like they're telling us the total story of it all. Oh, somebody's coming up. Okay. Oh, hey, boy.
Hey, hello.
Haven't had a long time no see. Kind of. Yeah, it feels like a few days. How are you?
That's no long time. Okay.
I know.
So your mother died, huh?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, no, not the daughter, the mother. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ivana, right? Ivana, yeah.
Oh, that's the difference. Oh,
yeah, Ivana, not Ivanka. No, Ivana. Now, when this was like last week. So, at first they said she had a heart attack.
Old was she?
She was in her 70s, 73,
Oh.
which is young, still young.
Hmm.
So she was 73, and she supposedly died of a heart attack. But then they said no. The coroner said that she had blunt trauma, forced trauma to her side by her hips. They said she fell downstairs. And then I seen some reports saying, it could have been directed energy weapons that took her out and threw her down the steps, because Orange Man's going to probably announce that he's running again. So I don't know. Maybe they did something to her. This is this insinuation through the videos. A directed energy weapon hit her. She fell down the stairs because T-Man's running again, and they just are warning him. I don't know. Like I said,
I'm not even gonna speculate on it.
Yeah, speculate what you want, but when I watch the funeral, it's very strange.
Nah.
That is a very odd funeral. It doesn't seem to be for her stature.
Nothing is real music.
It's like a stage.
Especially Ivanka Trump. She's like totally unreal. I mean, that's not only fake boobies, that's like a lot fake.
Oh yeah. Well, she was a model, and like Melania, like a mall. So he has his little pick, and then he was done with her, and he moved on to Marla Maples. He cheated on her with Marla Maples, and then he got with Melania later, but not as a cheating, I don't think, scandalous thing. So who knows? But I don't know. It just seems very odd. Seems very odd that she kind of wiped off the map like that. And it does something's weird about it. And then here we got.
When are they finally going to announce that the Queen of England died? I mean, she's dead already. I mean, everybody knows that she's dead, but she just hasn't been announced yet.
So what makes you think that she's dead? I know everybody says this, but when and what, when and how, and what's your theory?
Well, I don't know, because she just doesn't appear anymore anytime. Same goes for our queen, for our ex-queen.
Mm-hmm.
She must be sick too. Very sick, like unacceptably sick. So they don't show their face anymore.
She don't show her face, huh?
No.
Well, I've seen the Queen at the Jubilee. Does that look like her?
No. No, it might even look like her, and if they're gonna do a fake queen, they're gonna do it right. So that, could have been anything, but
look like her.
She's dead. She's dead. Yeah.
So you really think she's dead? I know a lot of people think she's dead. I don't know. I've seen those lizard lips and her fangs at the Jubilee. That she looked pretty real. I don't know. Well, when do you think she died? If she did, how long?
A good year ago. I think maybe even 2 years ago, or longer. Yeah, I think about a year ago, maybe 2.
Yeah, there was that when she got all sick, and then she wouldn't. Either she left the castle for a while, and then she came back.
Yeah.
Supposedly. Yeah, who knows? This is scary times, because when they remove Sloppy Joe, we are in so much trouble. Like, it's
Kamala would be president. That would be so fucking hilarious.
With Nancy Pelosi. Oh my gosh. We've known this for years. It's just a matter of when. But can you imagine what in the state of affairs now, and gas and their green plans, and then
this
muzzles.
This world is so crazy.
It is. How did it get to this point? Like, why are we allowing these people to rule us? Once again, those type of families, I'm sure you know what I mean. Yeah. So I'm not sure why it's just not happening. I'm not sure. Just not sure. They must have their hands in everybody's, and the honey pot's so big. And there's just so many people that sold us out. I think there's more people corrupt than there are righteous.
Nobody's fighting for the place that they are presenting. You know, nobody's fighting for the job. Everybody that gets that job is like, fuck, I gotta be president. I gotta be president. You know, there might be some people that like to do it, but you know, nobody wants to become the president. I mean, it's a horrible job.
Because there's nobody righteous. You can't be a righteous person in government. If you're not, if you are, then move over. They only want the
if you want to get something done, if you want to get something done via government or anything, and that's the reason why you went into politics. You don't want to be the leader of it all. You want to do something in the sidelines, you know, where you can really make a change. You know, you don't want to be the first guy because it's.
How's Henry Kissinger still breathing? And young blood transfusions. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. Is there just? I didn't know plasma could keep you young. I really didn't know this was such a thing until like a few years ago. I had no idea. So yeah, so maybe that's what they're doing. She's alive, but she just keeps living. Yeah, how is Henry Kissinger still alive? When was he born? I mean, seriously, that's pushing it.
Yeah, he must be 102 now. I mean,
yeah, something of that nature. Yeah, but he's still talking and walking just fine. He's not like Sloppy Joe. So, yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. That's why I'm just kind of like, voting for dead guys. Yeah, we vote for, or dead guys vote. Yeah. Or we are voting for dead guys. Who knows? We're not really voting for anything that we think we're voting for.
You know, I mean, the people that come voting in my country is only like 30 to 35% that are eligible to vote, right? There's not even 50% that even bother to vote. So
it's so corrupt. You know what I was thinking this morning is like, I think that for the last 4 years, they sprayed us so hard with all their chemtrails worldwide that they made everyone sick and docile. So at this point now, they've made most people sick. Like, how many people do you know that are not sick with something? Like, most people are feeling pretty run down. So
today, it's an exception, but I woke up pretty rested, rested. Yeah, that's been a while.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. I wish I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I felt the same way as I did yesterday.
It's been weeks or months since I woke up like that. So yeah, that's a change.
Well, did you do something different? Tell me your secret.
No.
Nothing. Yeah.
No.
It's just it's like that sometimes. Did you detox yesterday? Is it that maybe?
No, it doesn't matter whether I switch off the Wi-Fi or leave it on or it's none of that. No.
Oh. Well, for me, I feel as shitty as I did yesterday. So, and I ate, and I had chicken last night. I actually had an appetite for once. And, still feeling shitty. So, welcome to planet Earth, where I'm going to turn 45 and I'm going to feel 45. I don't even know if I'll be celebrating. I don't feel like celebrating when I feel shitty. Bullshit. We'll see. I don't have court Monday. It's been postponed for not long. It's been postponed for a week. Wow. Yeah. So, I got a week.
Is it good or bad?
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's just let's hope that these lawyers get their ass in gear. So yeah, it's a good thing. At least I don't have to go Monday. I have to go the following Monday. Still wear a muzzle. We still have to wear a muzzle now in my courtrooms. In my county, they're starting this shit. The muzzles. They're making everybody wear muzzles in state buildings now. So I feel like the sloppy Joe thing might be it. I feel like there's something to it again, because here they go. Wouldn't it be a prime time while gas is $5, just to really jam it in our backs? Everything. This is their plan. This is their plan. Yep. So, who wants to come and chat with us? I don't know where Voy went. What are you doing, Voy? Are you cooking? This is just a little chatty do. I figured I'd come on here and show you guys what was up. Come on up, Deaf Bread. I don't know why your computer won't show the comments. That's very strange things going on YouTube, guys. A lot of people are mentioning things that are going on in the comment sections. Either messages are being erased, you can't see them, yada yada. I don't know, because I'm using StreamYard, so I don't get to see on the YouTube side. And I can't tell you because YouTube shadow bans my channel, so I don't get any comments. The only comments I get on my videos is to go over to OnlyFans or some porn site or something that have porn bots. So the only people that comment on my videos usually are porn bots. I rarely get any comments. So for me, it's like my channel don't even exist. It's just that's the way it is. I'm lucky that I get to connect with you all. I'm so fortunate since they hide me and all. Criminals, little criminals. I tell you guys, don't answer that door. Those little Fed agents come to your door asking about what you have. My gosh. Just don't answer that door. Slam it in their face. Who wants to come up? I don't know where Voy went. Voy just dashed out for a minute. Come on up, Deaf Bread.
Yeah, there was a nature's call.
Oh, I was gonna say that, but usually it was just keep it on a down low. So that's what I did.
You cannot access your YouTube channels anymore, right? So that's what I heard.
Only one of them, yeah. Well, no, I can't answer my second largest one. I can't access it. Yeah, no, because YouTube won't tell me appeal for my other one, and they're attached to each other.
Yeah.
So I haven't even attempted to look for a number. I mean, I guess I need to call YouTube or something, but my passion level is so I feel like
I wouldn't bother either.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bother either. No.
Yeah, like if they're not answering my appeal, what am I going to do with a phone call for hours and hours? Come on.
And you're going to try to make reason with people that are beyond reasoning and beyond shame, and they're in a place of power, and they're abusing it. And that is the issue. And you can jump high, low, scream all you want, be right, be wrong, be natural law, anything. It just doesn't help. It just doesn't help. It's just useless.
So I figure if I ever get it back, one day it'll magically be there, or magically won't. Because I've heard some other people like 6 months later, all of a sudden their YouTube channel will appear.
I've written an
yeah. They don't look at it, and they automatic. It's if your channel's already flagged, of course they're just looking for anything. They can't even give you an answer what timestamp, where you said something, what happened. Yeah, they won't give me any answers. They give me deceptive scams and practices on a video recently, a couple weeks ago, for The video is still
You
up on
scammer,
YouTube.
you.
Yeah, I'm such a scammer, man. They've done that to me. When they can't find anything, they just use that one. Instead of medical misinformation, they just say, "Oh, you're doing deceptive practices and scams," which is nothing.
I've
Like
had that one too. Yeah.
I've had it so many times that that's my new one. So I've appealed some, and some I just said fuck it because they're just never gonna. It's all that means the same. It doesn't matter to them.
Yeah.
I'm on the naughty list. That's just how it is. And you know it. You're on what? What channel number are you on?
It's
4
a
or 5?
funny. I'm on number 3. Yeah.
Oh, 3. Oh,
It's such a
Still.
childish game, right? It's
Yeah.
so fucking childish.
so childish. Why don't they let the viewers decide what they want to think? Because there's so much propaganda thick everywhere. I mean, even if they did find our channel, like, really? Come on. I just, they must be really threatened. There's something that's really strange about my channel. I have no idea. It must be who comes on here, or I still don't get it. I don't know. There's a lot of things that you're just not going to get in life, and that's okay. I guess that's just okay.
It's not only you. I mean, many people that we know experience the same sort of attacks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it just sometimes gets so extreme with mine. It's just like, what in the world?
You might say, like, why would they spend so much attention on you guys? You are so minor. Yeah, but we're the only ones left, so it's very easy for them because they have so much more money and so much more people than we do, so they can easily put a team on you 24/7 and on everybody.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing. That's nothing.
Yeah, but I just feel like wouldn't they go after people that are organizing things and I just don't see where they see the threat in a lot of us. I don't know of anything. Like, why would they waste their time or pay anybody to watch us and listen? It just doesn't make sense. I guess it just doesn't.
No, it doesn't make sense, but
They have cartels.
That's like I would ask you, like, oh, you're trying to make sense of it. Oh, you stupid. Oh, grasshopper still wants to make sense of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's cute. There you go. That's really what it boils down to. Old grasshopper. Right?
Oh, grasshopper, you still want to make sense of it.
Yeah. Not really. Actually, it's.
No, but I find myself doing that too, and that's it. And then I say, oh, to myself, and that's where I go wrong. You try to think for people that don't make sense, and then you say, oh, but that doesn't make sense. No, yeah, that's why it happens, and that's why you get aggravated. And
yeah, it does get aggravating sometimes. You have to admit, because you just wonder why. What is the agenda? But I guess there could be no agenda, or there could be. Who knows?
Yeah, well, the agenda doesn't make sense either. So that doesn't get you any.
I know, no satisfaction.
More understanding, yeah.
Oh, boys.
The agenda is just an excuse to be evil,
That's it. Just to be opposite.
Yeah.
Well, I was watching CERN and all their I was watching that video last night, and I couldn't believe that all these, I didn't realize that they're trying to find that matter that combines all of us, but it's not a dark matter. What is it called? It's not like a dark matter. It's an antimatter, right?
The Higgs boson.
And these particles, they can really bring out when they capture one. They can bring out from other.
I think it's weird
realms.
for them to call it the God particle. For it's such a atheistical concept, the whole atoms and molecules.
Right.
That's more or less an atheistic concept, and so for them to call it the God particle is weird.
Is that what they're calling it now? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, but it brings in these. Why would it be a God particle if it's bringing in demons and things from other realms? I mean, I don't know. They're saying that this is really bringing in these creatures and stuff. I don't know.
I don't know
Sorry.
what they're doing there. Could be. I mean, could very well be because they've always been building these particle accelerators in much smaller scales, but they've been doing that like in the 1800s, I think, and 1700s even.
That's how long they've been doing this. That's what I wanted to know, because then, when we notice that the skies are looking strange and we're seeing faces and things of that nature, when did this start? Like, maybe that's when our world started, going berserk. I mean, it's been this way, but I just wonder, when did things start? Because that would make sense of a timeline. We could put a timeline together. If it's the 18 or 1700s, that's mind blowing then.
Yeah, well, that's what I've heard. I've never looked into it like I really studied it, but
Right.
Yeah. But that's what, yeah.
Well, I might start studying into that, because it's just interesting. Because I don't know. I see these portals. Gina Marie Colvin Hill sometimes captures these portals on buildings in Russia where the sun hits it just right. And she says there are these portals opening. And I've seen it on that same building in St. Petersburg. It makes you think that there's something going on there. And it has to do with the sun. And when it hits it just at a certain... I've seen creatures crawling up and down the building that she showed on live cams. So these things look interdimensional. Now, I don't know. I've never seen any creatures per se, but in history they've recorded all dragons, serpent, all kinds of stuff, reptoids. I mean, they leave statues all around our world. So what are gargoyles? Gargoyles, like
Griffons.
Okay, what?
Griffons.
Yeah, Griffith. There you go. There. That's what I'm saying. So there's got to be something to this. And maybe that they brought them back. Maybe they cage them up or something. Maybe they experiment on them once they find them. Maybe they were like us, like everything. Cage and experiment. I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, anything is possible.
Well, they're predicting.
It's hard to keep track of everything and to, well, like I said before, it's hard to make sense of it all, and maybe it's a challenge, just not trying to make sense of it all, because haven't we tried so often? And like, to who have you what do we have to prove to I mean, even if you could make sense of it all, what will it, where will it get you? Nowhere. Nowhere.
Yeah, no, but for the future, what I think is what's coming for the future. So if Bangmeister says, oh, we're going to see a lot of these interdimensionals. And people talk about this, not only her, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of people talk about this. So when I think about this and I see that they're predictive programming us about dragons, you see a lot about dragons. All of a sudden in the last 10 years, lots about dragons again, So what are they trying to tell us? Like, should I be preparing myself to see dragons in the future?
Would be cool.
That's all. I'm just trying to prepare myself for what we might see or be what is to come. Like, I think Yellowstone's going to pop. I have no doubt in my mind that Yellowstone's going to pop. It's a matter of when, and that's that. So I'm just waiting for those moments, really, because that's when it's all going to just go downhill. When the earth cracks and that she blows, this country is fucked.
Yeah.
So that's just that switch right there. It'll change everything in this country, everybody's lives. So I don't know. I'm not really worried. Yeah, that's what my first worry is before anything else. I think that's on the rise. It's only a matter. It's just when. It's here. It's here. The animals are showing it. The lava, everything. I mean, geyser faithfuls constantly spewing off. So just live every day till you can, but while we're sick, what can you do? You know, it's like, please, when people are sick, that's, you know, how can they even prepare for their future? They're constantly battling their own health. That's what it is for me. So it gets frustrating.
Yeah.
But once it's over, I'll be back to normal, trying to plug away at things until whatever happens. I really don't care. Whatever happens, it happens. Whatever is to be, will be. That's just how it is. I mean, you know, and I know we can't all prepare the way we want, but main thing is love and community. That's what's going to get us when dark times come, is pulling together and helping each other out. Really.
Stay aware, right? Stay aware. Don't, so it comes down to staying aware in every moment. Like, indeed, in those simple moments, like, oh, you opened up the door for the wrong people, and now, you know, now you can't close the door because they're already inside. Because it's you know, it's probably come down to such shitty things. I mean, it's gonna come down to that basics, guys. That's why everybody's thinking about prepping and their own garden, because everybody can feel it coming. You know, it's gonna come down to that.
Mm-hmm. And then there'll be a point where you're going to have to say no, and you'll have to protect your own stuff just because, you know, you got to watch out for your own self. Yeah. Oh boy.
It's crazy, but you know, it's gonna come in a different day all over the world, unless we wake up first. Unless we wake up first, of course. But
that's what I was going to say. What if none of this happens and it all changes around? And we,
you know, yeah, I can hope, you know, and yeah, yeah. I see signs of it. I do see signs of it
with the farmers and right,
yeah. But you know, that's we'll see, because you know, as soon as we show our muscles, they start to retreat, and they start singing a different song, right? They start singing a different tune, and we don't, and you know, we shouldn't fall for that, and I think we're not going to fall for that now. But that game's going to be, you know, that game is going to be played anyway. So first, it's that game has to be played. So that's what's happening, you know.
Well, they're playing the game all right, and I don't know how people are taking it. It's going to be questionable of how many people actually put on the mask and believe that this is going to happen again. You know, like the muzzles and all. Like, are we going to go along with another round of this like we did 2 years ago?
Well, there's certainly enough people in for it, but you know, I think the resistance towards it is going to be so far more greater than before.
That's what I'm wondering. We're only weeks away. Like, we're in it. We're already in it.
Then again, you know, it wouldn't surprise me either. You know, when everybody just flip flops to the other side, and
because they believe it. When somebody, this is what's the problem. Why would people, in their first time in their life, go get something stuck up their nose to tell them that they have a cold? I mean, that they.
That can be everywhere. That can be everywhere. But we can only find it in the back of your nose. It's crazy. You have to wear a mask, and you have to clean your everything, because it can be anywhere. So
I don't need to know anything than what my body told me. That means I sit in bed and get better. That's it. Who goes out spreading their shit anyways when they're sick?
Yeah. You don't want to go sick, right?
We've been on this planet forever. This is such hogwash. I've never seen so many people be brainwashed and mind controlled on a level of insanity. I mean, it just blows my mind. So that these people will go for it and keep going for it. It's school season. My daughter was softball yesterday. One girl test positive. Nobody can play. They called off softball practice. So, you know, just for one person.
Still controlling your whole life, like everybody's life there. I mean, it's horrible.
So it's just watch that contract tracing, guys. And those phones with you. I'm telling you. Don't take that, suckers. Don't take your phone into a store. That's the most dangerous place to take your phone into, is a store.
Right? Why?
It is. Not only are they collecting all the data and everywhere what you're looking at, and what aisle and where you're at, but they're seeing who's around you and who else has any apps on their phone and who you might be connected to who might have sniffles. So be careful.
Well, I hardly take my phone out ever. So
That's a good thing. Well, most people do. So they think until when it happens, they won't think it's anything until it happens. And then they come knocking at their door because, oh, you were contract traced your phone. So it's an enemy. It's our enemies. Yeah. Have you been outside today? Have you grounded? It's late there.
it was quite rainy. My mother and her friend or her husband are on a short trip for a few days, so I had to water the garden and the pots. But today it rained all day long, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's good because we had 2 very hot days before that, so that was very welcome.
Mm-hmm. We've had so much rain, just like last year. Here it is out west in Texas. They can't get any rain, but here in Atlanta, we get rain every day. I mean, we got some heavy rain. Lots. I mean, and this is how it was last July. This is not normal. We never get, it's usually so hot and like I'm watering my gardens. I mean, I'm not gardening this year, but last year, couldn't believe total washout of July. Same thing. I just don't get it. Why the rain will stay here just in the vicinity of the South, from New Orleans, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas, and then nothing out west. It's really outrageous. It's just
the weather is
sad.
crazy.
Well, you know what they're doing? They're selling off all the cows because they can't. First of all, they don't have any waters from the retaining ponds to even give them water, and then all the grass is dead to even feed them because they couldn't water the grass. So they're having to auction off their cows in mass quantities all over because there's no water here to feed them and take care of them, like all out west and in Texas. So
it's happening. I mean, it is happening, right?
It's happening, and people are not going to see that there'll be a shortage in so many months of beef because it's being unloaded all at once. So stockpile, folks. And if you don't have a generator and you have a freezer,
I mean, the Israelis, they can 3D print your beef now and your hamburgers.
That's sick. That's some sick shit. That's some of the sick shit.
But
I'd rather not.
I mean, if I can think of it, and it is sick, it's probably going to get subsidized, So, I mean, it's Israel. I mean, of course it's good. It's from Israel.
Oh, kosher.
Yeah, it's kosher. Kosher for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, insects and 3D printed beef on the plate for 2025. What lovely world we've come. I mean, this is really outrageous.
It's a great outlook. It's a great
outlook. It's a great outlook for everything. I mean, why are people not revolting when they see their outlook? It's really, I mean, these people should be taken out to lunch in a way,
Well, not to lunch.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't want to get too graphic, but yeah.
Gotta give these people a free lunch, right?
Yeah, like somebody really needs to, like our ancestors used to do, but they didn't act like this. They just didn't. They were like really brutal, violent. So, I mean, at least mine were.
The not the 80 years old, not the 70 years old, not the 60 years old, but the older people, like the 90 years old, like 85, those are really ashamed of what they see, right? Because they still live with the old values that also I was brought up with, actually. But you know, there's hardly anything of that left. That's become such an oddity almost. Such a
Right.
yeah. It's like what's now normal? How do people define themselves? Well, by their illness or by their perversion, or you know, it's crazy. Like, yeah.
It's whatever makes their world. I guess people cling to their sinful side, maybe. Most people these days. So that's what keeps their world turning. Is with their naughty side, whatever it may be: drinking, booze, gambling, sex. Who knows? That's why we have the world and people doing shady stuff because they like shady things. What it boils down to, they wouldn't be into all this. The world wouldn't be like this. I think there's two sides. There's either black and white, good and evil. So
Yeah.
it's just going to be that life wouldn't be without that. It's just there has to be action and reaction. So just the way it is, guys, on this plane.
Logic doesn't make sense anymore in 2022.
Yeah.
And laws have never been there to protect you or to guarantee any freedom. We should know that much by now, you know.
Yeah. I almost thought about voting for my governor because he's been keeping us just so. But then I realized that I'm voting for a criminal still. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Like, should I let the other criminal win and say I didn't help this one criminal? Should I sit it out? Or what should I do? It's like you can't win either way.
Yeah. The only way to win is not to play, right?
Right, but then but I definitely don't want that one criminal winning because this criminal kept us from not having mandates of masks. So I'm like, should I go vote for him since he did?
No,
do that?
because you're gonna get yourself. You're investing. You know, you're investing your own interest into it, and you know better. So you should not even entertain the idea of being, because you're being duped into thinking that your vote makes a difference, and it does not. You know, it doesn't.
That's true.
Even if it does, it doesn't. You know.
Yeah. So don't make an effort. I know. Again, look at it. I voted in 2 times T-Man, and then the criminals after that, and criminal after criminal. So does it matter anymore? No.
No.
Nah. Don't waste my time.
It's one big fucking clown show. A shitty.
One big clown show.
A shitty clown show.
Huh. Into this clown show, $5 a gallon for gas, and this is just the beginning, and it's outrageous. We're about to see food prices like we've never seen. I don't know, and you notice how they haven't gave any stimulus to any of the elderly, nothing for the elderly to make it through. Anybody with flat incomes. I mean,
Oh, it's coming, and you know, I still eat and drink very well. I smoke, so I still don't feel it, but I can see it coming. You know.
oh yeah.
And I know how to live pretty cheap. You know? I can eat for 3 or 4 days for €5. Not necessarily. I can also make dinner for like €10 and eat it. You know, but that's not usual. You know, it's usually I will eat for 4 days for one meal. You know, and that may be like $5. You know.
Wow.
So.
So,
Yeah, if you know how to cook it, it doesn't have to be expensive. You know.
no, exactly.
You know, you have some. You buy some potatoes and some onions and some basics. You know,
Yep.
and then you might buy some some meat and some vegetables. You know, I mean,
Mix and match. Yeah.
it's pretty cheap. Yeah, mix and match. And besides that, I go to the shop and see what's offered, right? So
Right.
what's for the right price, or what has to go for
So
for
it's
less.
sale.
Yeah.
That's a smart shopper. That's what Venus does too. She stockpiles when she sees it on sale, and that's what you should do.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. If you can, it's not like a lot of us have just a lot of extra money laying around these days. So,
No, but I like to go shopping. I live near a lot of shops, so for me it's easy. You know.
wow, I'd love to see all the shops in your town someday. You should do a video. Just what your world looks like.
Well, just a very nice living park. It's just it's a nice place to live. Everything is close by. So
Yeah, you can walk and ride your bike to everything, right?
yeah.
It's nice. Not here. Oh, it's everything's spread out. It's very Americanized. If you came here, you would be like, "Whoa,
Well,
where's the culture?" And there is in cities, but not in the suburbs.
I've lived in a comparable culture in South Africa. I lived in the suburbs near Johannesburg, so that was sort of, that was more or less America, right? A bit, empty of culture, empty of history, so to say.
What about the architecture? There was.
Yeah, it's very how do you say, pragmatic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not much history, not much culture.
Yeah. Like America.
Like America.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do. The New England has lots of culture.
There
But
is some, like in like northern parts of America and Canada. There's been more preserved, but yeah. So
Yeah.
of course there is some, yeah.
Some on the coast and stuff, but they've really
Like
just
in Europe, it's
destroyed.
like every town, every city you go, you can see the history, right? Everywhere, everywhere. Well, almost. Of course, there's also very new parts, but yeah, no, it's everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a new adventure every day, every town. We're here, it all looks the same, all square boxes, bricks.
And of course, we have that too. What you described now, but
Right.
it's a mix. Yeah.
It's a mix. Oh, it's a mix, but there's no culture, so don't feel like history. Like they're rewriting history constantly because they don't really keep up any of the old stuff. It's a shame. It's really a shame. I love all those old houses, and they just tear them down like across the street from me. There used to be an old farm here from the 1800s across the street from my neighborhood. They just bulldozed it 2 years ago and put a nursing home there. So it's huge. So it was a beautiful farm. But imagine how many beautiful farms and old buildings. You'll never know that. No one will ever know unless, the people that used to live there or in this neighborhood, that was ever there.
Yeah.
Like that farm was never there. And it was part of this whole area. It was just so sad. So sad. It's like rewriting history. They constantly rewrite history. That's what they're doing. That's what I believe the Mandela effect is for. They're going to kill us all off, and the younger generations are the ones that are not even born yet. They're going to come up, and they're not going to know anything. Maybe they'll never know that the Civil War even existed. Maybe they'll just get rid of everything. Who knows? Like, what are they going to tell our these generations to come? There's no telling. They are never going to know. They're always rewriting history and not telling us the truth. Honestly, how would we know? If they're not writing in the books, and these books are written by our adversaries, and then all the true books of truth get burned, then how would we ever know our real history? Because these families are the same families rewriting it and controlling the power brokers. So this has been going on for so long. And I'm just realizing that the world is full of illusions. It's just such an illusion, like it all. Like, what is real?
Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm certainly not an expert on that. But yeah, I even doubt like if it's even God's green earth, right? And even like if it's God's green earth, then like a culture is not our friend, okay? I mean no culture is our friend. I can say that much. And but maybe nature is not your friend either, you know. Maybe it's just it sucks either way. I don't know.
Well, I don't like to look at the negative. There's so much beauty on this earth. I mean, we can sit here and look at the negative all day. For as many evil people, there's that many beautiful, loving people, you know? So there is a balance. Everything's a balance. So you just have to balance it all out. Like, yeah, there's evil, but then there's beauty. Like, you can have like a beautiful day and then have a rotten day, right? So it's all what you make of it. So you just got to stay away from the evil, know that it exists, and try to work and navigate around it as much as you can. I mean, yes, they're trying. Did we ever think that 20 years ago or even 5 years ago? I had no idea that this was coming. Like, none of us knew that we were going to be in a whole new world of this. Like, we didn't know that all of a sudden everything pretty much in our lives for nothing. I feel like everything for nothing because they're taking it from us. So everybody plotted and planned in their lives, everything's been destroyed because nobody knew any of this was coming. You know?
No, but
So,
no, well, yeah, people. There was a lot of people that knew that this was coming,
well, yeah, a lot of people that
and
did.
so
And,
it didn't come as a shock to us. But
wow.
what does come as a shock to me is that people don't recognize history repeating. I mean, this is what they told me in school
Yes.
when I was what was it, 12 years old, 13 years old. Guys, this is how they do it. You know, they take over your government, they start changing the rules, and then they're going to use those rules, abuse those rules. That's how they do it. And then they had us read 1984 and Animal Farm and A Brave New World. You know, those.
Wow. They
Yeah,
actually made you guys read that. I
yeah,
wish they would do that here. If they would have did that here, nothing would be the way that it is. Wow. That's impressive.
yeah.
Well, sorry. This is
No, but that was
my
like a very good school, you know, to begin with. So yeah,
I have Animal Farm and I try to get my children to watch it, but I got the old version. I was like, I want you guys to watch this. You have to. But no, I couldn't get them to watch it.
no.
The attention span. Maybe I'll try it again. It was a couple years ago. I was just like, I bought the old version of it. That is such a great classic film
It is.
and
Yeah.
book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every child should read that. I mean, I don't know. You would wonder how, they don't read a lot in school anymore.
Well, when you want to teach them some political awareness, so to say, or some social awareness, I mean, it's a very good story. You know, it's like it tells
Good
the
story.
basics. Yeah, it
Mhm.
tells the basics.
I'm really shocked that more children weren't pulled out of these schools than after all this stuff. That people still put their children in it because
Right.
they don't want to take responsibility for what they produce. Their own children. They don't want to take responsibility for teaching their own children. They're going to put it up to these clowns in the government to do it. Man, it just blows my mind.
Yeah,
It
they've
really
grown.
does.
Everybody's grown so lazy, so accustomed to everything being taken care of, you know. And
It's
well,
laziness.
maybe by now they see that it only leads to abuse of the power that you give away. You know, it doesn't have to be like that, but
Yeah.
apparently it's going to be that. It's going to yeah to be that.
Hold on. Deaf Bread, you were going to come up. Somebody's might be at my door. Let me go check my door. My Daisy's barking. Can you hold up the room? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I hate doing this to you, but I just want to check it really quick. I'll be right back.
So this is the time for me to say something smart, right? Well, let me think about that. Something witty. Something clever.
Okay. I don't know what she was barking at. I'm glad there's nobody at my door. I don't know if they left, but that's a good thing. Oh, it's so hot here. You would not like it. It's like 100% humidity. It feels like you're on a beach, but you're not. You like literally sweat just walking outside. Just instant, like humid. Yeah, it's pretty hot here. Hey, Death Bread, come up. Yeah, I was just wondering because I had that CD. I know it was the CDC. The little criminals coming at my house 3 times. They haven't been back since. That's why I was like wondering what she was barking at. So yeah, because I just never answered my door, so they stopped coming. But they came 3 times. So who knows? My nose is still plugged up. I'm still fighting whatever is going around. I don't even know what to say. I think it's frequencies because it was nothing. I haven't been anywhere to get anything. I didn't be anywhere. So it's just,
I had a lot of people being sick, and a lot of them unjabbed but sick nonetheless.
yeah. So is it a frequency? Because I'm not like it's just weird. I get clogged up at night, and it's not like I'm congested. It's just like I feel like it's something they spray because it's like clear, and I'll blow my nose and it's all clear. It's like weird. I don't know. I'm weak too. I'm kind of weak, and it's like muscle weakness. It's not like it's like a frequency based weakness because I've been dealing with this. So stop. So who knows? I know a lot of people are sick. I know a lot of people have been getting sick lately. So it's just going around. But this time of year, people do get sick. I have to say, this is the time that colds go around. I had the flu in 2012 when I was pregnant with my first son. And I thought I was going to die because I was pregnant with the flu. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And this was 2012. So I know that it can happen. That because it was in July. So I know that people can get sick. And it's not just because of the woo flu crap. This is this normal. Hey, Death Bread. I didn't know you can actually come up now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I think you're having connection issues, Death Bread. It says mute. I hate when I sound plugged up. Oh, what are you trying to show us? What's up? Oh, you here? You got no mic? Oh. Well, what happened? That's not good.
You're on computer, you don't say. You don't say.
Yeah, you don't say. Are you playing the Death Bread role now? He always has connection issues. Some people do. I don't know what it is. Different devices, different days. Who knows? Oh. Who's that? Ha ha ha. Oh boy. Very cryptic there. I know. Oh. Yeah. That's so what I think is so crazy is school's about to start and all these parents just go along with it. They don't understand the Wi-Fi. I wish parents would understand this Wi-Fi. They're given hotspots in rooms. I didn't even know this because this is a new thing for me. of the public school system, they let phones in the classrooms. Like all these children have their phones on. Like, so they're all getting Wi-Fi because they all have their phones on them. That is outrageous. That is so outrageous to me. I mean, I try to keep my children away from this shit. And now it's just like opposite. So yeah, I'm fighting it. Yeah, I am. Because it's bullshit. I don't want them Wi-Fi'd. That's why they're feeling sick, headaches. They didn't have any of this when they were here with me. And then they leave and they are all sick all the time and have migraines and stuff. And I try to tell people, you understand that you have all these devices by you, you know? I mean, you can't wake up adults that don't want to be woken up. They don't care.
No.
It's sad because all these schools are responsible for the degrading of our children in America because they put Wi-Fi in 5G towers all over across the street on top of them, right by those soccer fields. And they wonder why our children have all these issues of, memory loss, ADHD, whatever it is. It's because frequency. Right, Daisy? Even my dog says she's frequency fucked with. Yeah.
Very affirmative.
Yeah. And so it gets to be so annoying at times. I have my phone right here, so maybe if I do just put it on airplane, she'll stop. This is why I had her inside. It's like I have to use my phone at times, so I have to have it on,
Mm-hmm.
I have to play the phone game. So what's going on, Deaf Bread?
Your dog always whines.
I know. She's quiet at the moment, all of a sudden. She's always whining, guys. It's a non-stop thing. I let her in.
She's talking.
She talks. She's very vocal. She's good at the second. Let's just hope. Yeah, she's just that type of dog. I don't know what to tell you guys, but it got really amped up since January. She really amped up her speaking. I thought really for a while, I was thinking, man, maybe she can see things that we can't see or hear. I don't know. You would wonder. Because she's just a weird dog. Like, see, she just look at me.
Yeah, I'm weird dog, yeah.
Yeah, she's very handsy. She loves to use her paws to talk. Like she uses them to like touch you.
You can hear her in the background. It's funny.
Oh, you can hear her from the beginning of my channels 4 years ago. When my biggest video, because I hashtag FugelFab. In that video, she was whining the whole video, practically at the end. And she's just this way. Some lady was like, you need to take care of your dog. She like cussed me out and shit. And I was like, please, lady. Obviously, you haven't watched my videos. This has been going on for a long time. Forever. That's who she is. I never had a Dalmatian before. This is my first rodeo. Yeah. So it is so hot here. I'm sweating. It is like, whew, it's about to rain or something again. It is like a sauna here. I swear. I don't have heat air in here. I could, but there's too many cracks and stuff. It just is a waste of energy. So I just open the door and turn on the fan. This is not part of my house. It is, but it isn't. What's up, Deaf Fred? Is that your real sky right now? Or is that a picture? Oh, that's
yes, ma'am. This is a legitimate matrix construct, as Leslie would say.
Right? Oh, it sure looks like it. Kind of looks like there's a big, some rain coming in, maybe. Huh? A little front?
Something like it, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's construct. It's looking fairly normal, but it's about to rain probably again. I know. So so you catching any fish, Deaf Bread? What kind of fish do you eat out there? What's in those lakes? Oh, it froze up. Really quiet bunch today, aren't we?
I thought Deaf Bread would have something interesting to say, but it wasn't much.
Listen, that is a good one. Will any girl fall for me like Joe fell off the bike? Oh, that's a good one. Listen, if it's not natural, you don't want it. That's what it all comes down to, guys. If you're looking for something, it's not going to come to you. It's going to come to you when you're least expecting it.
We don't care about it anymore.
Exactly. You just don't give a rat's anything. Yeah. So keep on doing what you do and don't worry about those things. As I'm not.
Oh, it can also happen when you think like, okay, now I'm done with it. Now it's over, and now it's going to happen tonight. You know, that's also how you make it happen.
Oh, that could be that too. You see, you just never know. Life's a box of chocolates, right? You never know what you're gonna get. So you just look at it like that. Just don't think about it.
I don't fish. But I get high, my line gets tangled.
Oh, so you don't fish. I thought you did fish. Okay. Is there walleye up there, or what's up there? What kind of fish are up in Maine? I have no idea.
Wollyhops.
They probably have trout, rainbow trout, I would think.
Trout's for the rivers, right?
Trout's what?
For the rivers. It's not
Yeah,
so much.
rivers. Yeah, well, I mean, rivers. There's rivers in Maine besides, lake. Yeah, we have a lot of rainbow trout here.
It's very
Hey,
good.
Venus. Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Very nice meat. Yeah.
Yeah, I like lemon pepper fish. That's the only type of fish I like. Lemon pepper. I mean, well, I only eat certain type of fish. I'll eat trout and mahi, and red snapper. That's about it. Swordfish.
Yeah, trout is very nice, very tasty.
Mm-hmm. You'll
But
be
of course,
swimming?
I'll eat a herring too. You know, a raw herring.
Oh, I've never had herring. Venus, you're getting your car work done, huh? You're getting a transmission change, oil change for her little adventure. Who dropped out? Deaf Bread. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Transmission. What?
Yep. Put the transmission out there. How exciting. I know, guys. It's a very exciting day. Well, I just wanted to come on here for a while and chit chat, and Voight came up here. So, just want to say hello, like I do. So I guess I'll mosey in my way.
We did solve all the world's problems already, so we don't have anything.
We did.
Us, so.
Yep. So we don't have much more to solve, right?
Yeah.
Right. The exciting news for the day. What will it be?
We solved everything for today, so yeah, it's a short show.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll return the shit show later. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I just thought I'd come out here.
It's just a short sideshow of the total shit show that's going on everywhere worldwide.
Yeah. Woo woo. Yeah. I just had to show the latest on Sloppy Joe. I think we're in a lot of trouble soon. We're just waiting for it to happen. So we'll see.
Crazy. So it would be so crazy. I mean, it's already like beyond crazy that he actually performs the way he does. and keeps on doing. But I mean, it would be just as crazy if it continues. But if Kamala Harris or Nancy Pelosi is gonna take his place, that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna.
I mean, that's when it's just going to implode. It's just like they'll be knocking on our doors, just like that video I showed. They'll be, oh, it's going to get bad. But they see we're 2 years into it, so this is about time. And yeah, they've been showing too much of his. It's like they've been acting it out more and more. Like that one yesterday. Did you see his figure? It was like stuck.
Yeah.
And he was like, where do I go? And it was just like, is this an act or is that a clone or what is going on here? Because they want to take over. So that's our next shit show. Just get ready, guys. Hold on. Hold on tight. The shit show's about to start. Oh, a moment of inspiration. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have any moments of that on my channel lately. No inspiration. I'm sorry. I'll have to throw some in there. It inspires us to keep old in old homes. Keep the old in old homes. No, I don't think the old elderly should be in old homes. That's the last place I want to be, is in a nursing home. That's torture in itself. I can't believe people's families. I understand that sometimes people have to be in places for nursing care and such of that such, but wow, what a way to go. I just want to die in my own bed. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm good. You know, I'd rather be in my comfortable, my own home any day than be in a place like that.
Or discomfort of your own home, right? Because.
Or that. Yeah, it could be. Could be the opposite. Could be the other way. Yeah. Oh, well. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head on out just because my nose is stuffy. And we've chit-chatted enough on this little.
Go clean your nose, little girl.
Yeah, I will. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go sit outside, earth a little till it rains. And yeah, enjoy the shit show. Turn on some more YouTube and watch the insanity. All right, guys. I love you all. Thanks, Boy, for coming by. We'll talk soon, okay?
Ciao.
Ciao. Bye.